Yeah, that's true.
Better for worse.
Yes. That's true. Okay.
Let me see if.
Yep. Working? Oh, very good. What is
so
that?
I will use my account to do the stream. It's several minutes delay, so.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Okay. Good. So.
Yeah, this is
do
on
we
my
need to put
account.
it on a tripod somewhere back, or?
No, it should be fine. If
Well, how-
you need the.
Oh, it's not giving you the kind of the. Well, we don't necessarily need to get the cat in there because she doesn't want to be in the video. Why don't we put her over here?
Okay.
Can't we put her over there on the tripod somewhere?
We have to move the whole thing.
Yeah.
This-
So
this
what's the
is-
problem?
This is connected.
What's connected?
So
Yeah.
you
So
have
what's
to
the
put
problem?
Laptop over here.
Yeah, bring the tripod,
Okay.
and there's a plug there. What's the problem?
Okay.
Just bring a tripod.
Over here.
Yeah, exactly.
Sorry.
Oh, you careful. Okay. It's fine. That's connected there.
Should
It's
be long
fine.
enough.
Yeah, it's long enough. Okay. Let's get it mounted. So this is your live streaming?
Yep.
So this is going to be on our YouTube account or your account?
It's on my account.
Okay, and then we can...
Yeah, I will download it and put on box.
Yeah, that sounds good. Yeah, we're gonna make you the Is it even going? No, it's not. Okay, there we go. This goes the normal way, right? Clockwise, tighter.
Yep.
No. No?
Yeah, it should be good.
No.
No.
Oh, and something is wrong.
Oh, wrong
going
way.
the wrong way, man.
Yeah, this
Yeah.
way.
Yep. Okay. So.
Yep.
Okay, so now let me look. Oops, watch out.
You can use this for the live.
Hey. What are you looking at?
This is
Zoom out, you need to zoom out.
Yeah.
I think you need to get it higher. vantage point. What's the highest we can go? So that we can see a little more of the action. We need a drone above us. Is this the highest it goes?
No, we can lift up.
Yeah, let's get it a little higher.
Wait, lift it. Oops, keep going.
So is this the highest?
Yep.
Yep. Is it balanced?
Should go to the.
Alright.
Yep.
Check this.
Yep. It's a little bit tight.
Alright.
Oh, you can check over here.
Oh yeah, very good. Well, but there's a delay there, right?
No, here, this doesn't.
Oh, this doesn't?
Yeah, this doesn't. The website have it.
Okay, so how do I loosen it? Yeah? No.
No.
That's this. So we're gonna be doing somewhere there, right?
Yep.
Okay.
When we go to transmitter, we can always rotate it to
What?
I mean, when we are dealing with transmitter over here, we can just rotate it. It should be fine.
Oh yeah, we can rotate it, okay. And then maybe I can, yeah, that's good. And this is recording audio too, right?
Yeah.
Okay, good. Let's go. Okay, so, excellent. So we're gonna do, sure it's recording audio as well?
Yeah, right.
Have you tested it?
Yes, because it's so you can see.
No, why don't we go to YouTube and
Oh,
do
okay.
live link? Because that's what we need to see, what is being stored. Don't go through all the store. Oh, we should have done for all of them here.
Yeah. Pop something?
Hey, hey. Okay, ready.
Yep.
Okay, let's go.
I just leave it back.
Yeah, just mute it. So
Yeah, I just moved it.
Okay. So it's not muted.
It is. It is.
Over there.
Yeah.
Alright. Okay, so what's this? Alright, so first we're gonna do
Simple test, simple run test, and these.
okay, so you already did the simple test, right?
Yeah, the simple is the one. Or if you want to see the one.
So why can't we go through the steps for single user first and then we go to that way? I'll see you twice.
Sure. Got it.
I'm not
Yeah.
I'm not as fast as you are, man.
Okay.
Now twice is
So
old and my neurons are.
okay. So
Okay.
so I will shut down everything first.
Yeah, let's shut down everything.
So when you shut down something, remember
Yeah,
shut
which-
down the FPGA first.
So okay, shutting down FPGA first. Okay.
Yeah.
So shut down FPGA first
Yep.
and then RF.
And our power.
RF power.
And so after you shutting down you can see this clock board is still powered because clock board is powered by the laptop. So basically,
Okay.
if you want to shut it down, you just unplug this.
Okay, okay.
Yeah, just unplug the USB of
Okay.
the clock board.
Clock board is still green. That's because it's powered by laptop. Okay, so the first thing is, so what do you do? So what are these cables here? So let me.
So
what is
this is an Ethernet cable
this? To the
to the FPGA. Yeah, and this cable is dominate all the data and
Okay, so
control.
there's an Ethernet cable and then there's a USB. going-
USB goes to the FPGA as well, but this cable only for downloading the program to
Okay,
the
so there's a
FPGA.
USB. That's
Yeah.
so where is that going into the FPGA?
Or goes over here.
Is that it?
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's it.
So we need to have a picture of this.
Okay.
Let's take a picture. So that I'm going to put it in the PowerPoint, my friend.
Sure.
Okay. Take a picture here so I know where the cables are, an Ethernet port and a USB port.
Yeah.
Okay, so, laptop, so this is the access point, right?
Yep. For the mobile station, they are the same.
Yeah, we will do it. FPGA first, shut down. Laptop and FPGA connection. Ethernet port. Ethernet cable from laptop to FPGA, and then there's a one USB.
Yep.
So this is the Ethernet cable from that. This is for instructions.
Yeah, for instructions and for instruction, basically data and control.
For instructions, from the laptop to, or it goes both ways.
Goes both ways.
Okay.
So the data captured by the ADC goes to the FPGA and goes back to laptop by using this cable.
I thought, what is the USB?
USB just for downloading the program to FPGA. It's just for the startup.
For instructions and data transfer.
Yeah.
Okay.
So technically,
Okay. Hold on for a second. And then one USB cable for downloading the code onto the FPGA.
Yeah.
And then one USB for power the clock board.
Yeah.
Okay, so where is that at? You need to take a picture of that.
Okay.
There's that one, right? That gray one?
Yeah.
Yeah, take a picture of that, please.
Okay.
Right there, on this side so I can see it. This side. This
Over
side so
here.
I can see the cable,
Oh,
man.
from here.
Can you see it?
Yep.
Good, I want to see the whole clock board so that I know which one, that's the center of the,
Okay.
what are we focusing on? There. There you go. Okay, see picture. Okay, very good. Okay, let me get my water real quick.
Oh.
So I'm gonna need it. And, can we move this up a little bit?
Yeah, sure.
Because the more we have in the door, less clearance. Okay. All right, so now, so if I were to, because I want to make sure, right, because this is not going to be here, or you leave that laptop here, but this is what it's connected to.
Yep.
And so now what is the software you're using? You need to tell me that.
Before software, I also want to tell you these, because these are the power board for the all RF circuit.
So, you know, I wonder if I need to be videotaping you. Do we have a wireless connection or no?
No,
No?
that cannot be wireless.
I think I should be videotaping you, man. I'm the cameraman.
Yeah,
this is for my own benefit.
Or you have to hold the whole thing with you.
Yeah, I can. Because this way we don't have to take all the pictures.
So and you don't have to do.
Just snap it out.
Yeah, you just.
There you go. And let's just plug it out. We don't need to be plugged in.
No. It need to be powered. This computer is out of power, so I just.
Why is it out of power?
It hasn't been used for a while, so.
Okay, well, all right. Oh, what is happening?
It's fine.
Okay.
Just take a picture.
I took a picture. How is that possible?
This camera can also take pictures, but it won't go live.
So now I think we need to plug it somewhere else. Let's plug it out and plug it over there, or in that corner somewhere. There you go. Plug it there.
Okay.
There we go.
Yep.
Very good.
You can just place it.
Now I'm going to put it here. And
backward. Yeah, this way.
okay. So how do we hold it? This is the strap for if I can hold it like into my hand.
Like this.
Oh, there you go. So this is a telephoto. Oh, this is beautiful.
Yeah. So like I said, this is the power board for all the RF hardware, and it has this part first topper part.
Okay, hold on for a second. I need my glasses.
Okay.
Sorry. This is like, hey, wait a minute. What? This is like the interview with the Pope, that recent documentary that came out.
Okay.
I'm sure there's one for Xi Jinping happening.
I don't know.
Where are you from?
Here, this is the ground part, so you can see I have labeled as D. I mean, it should be ground, but it's somewhere covered by this paint.
So that's all ground.
These are all ground.
Yeah.
D. And then from this part is the 2.5 volt output.
Yeah.
And this
It's
is 5 volt, minus 5 volt, 3.3.
Yeah.
And here, these actually goes to this power supply.
And they're all the corresponding ones?
Yeah, they're all corresponding. No, actually, first is ground, this is 5, 3.3, and 12. We don't have 2.5 available.
So you have the circuits. Okay, so there's a 5, it's labeled, right?
Yeah, ground
5,
3.3, 12.
12, okay.
This, it's the mark.
Okay, and that goes into that power supply
to the power supply, yeah.
Where they are labeled there. Okay.
Yeah, right.
All right. And this is the main power supply. This is the only place where the power supply connects?
Yes.
So this is the main power supply that's driving all the FPGA and, no, FPGA is by itself.
FPGA is over itself. So this drives the fan, cooling fan for FPGA and all the RF.
All of the hardware. So where is the FPGA part?
FPGA goes over here.
No, so where is the back? In the back?
On the back.
On the back is the FPGA part cable. Okay, got it.
Yeah.
So that's the clock. This clock connects there. Okay. So yeah, walk me through all the hardware. So this is a clock. Where's the USB? Where's the clock power? Comes from the USB.
Comes from USB.
So
Yes.
this is what? What are these two channels?
These are clock signals. Goes to the ADC board.
Two cards.
Two cards. Yeah.
Okay. And so they are there. All right.
Yeah. And after. So here there is a slightly different part with motor station because we have the beam selector.
Yeah, that's okay.
This is just this circuit is to create a GPIO port for our beam selector. So so basically this goes from FPGA and goes over here.
So you built it yourself?
Yeah, I built it myself.
So what is it? Is it connected to a connector or something?
It connects to the port which support the LCD screens, but
so you replace that with this. So this is GPIO. So this is the ground.
Yes.
And the rest are
the rest are
And they go into what?
And they.
So what is this? What is this back there? What is that?
Back there, these goes to the FPGA ports. So because FPGA ports are not GPIO ports.
So that's coming from that is coming from the LCD.
Yeah, right. So I create this circuit to make it GPIO.
Okay, beautiful. So this is the output.
Yeah, and this is the ground. Ground is always black or white.
Yeah, and then these are the outputs which are going in here.
Here, and it goes to this two beam selectors.
Yeah. So what is at the bottom? Is that all a GPIO?
Yeah, these are also GPIO, so they goes to different.
So what is the difference here?
Top 4 goes to here, 7 4 goes to here.
So what is
left and right. So
which one are they controlling and what?
So these two circuits are controlling two sides of the.
So these are two switches. Where are the switches?
Switches here.
Here.
Yeah.
So that's a switch. And so these two switches are being controlled by this board.
Yes.
These two switches are being controlled.
Yeah.
So is these connections documented anywhere?
I have documented.
Okay, so we need to have.
And I have actually the circuit design actually over here.
Is this on box?
Yeah, this is on box. So you can easily replicate this design.
Okay, very good. That's important. Yes, yes, yes. Okay, so we need do you have a circuit diagram for that?
Yeah, I think I did. But that's pretty simple. That's just 2 resistors. So
okay. That is just 2 resistors?
Yeah, so 2 resistors for each port, so you can see.
Okay, well I need a block diagram for that too because you built that and then this.
Mm-hmm.
So, you know, this, I'll have to listen to this. There's a lot of work, man. It's a lot of work being a student.
Yeah.
Because I have to write down what I need from you. Because you're not going to forget you're an absent-minded professor.
Oh.
Because I need the block diagram. Okay,
sure.
All right.
And so here you can see from these 2 clock boards, we have the ADC coming out to here to 4 RF chips. So
ADC, okay.
Yeah.
So this is 1, this is 2.
Mm-hmm.
And where is the other one?
Here.
3, 4. Okay.
Yep.
All right.
So they are all labeled correctly. Yeah. I mean, yeah, this goes out, so I want to redo that.
Where they are? Where are the labeled?
Here, white and yellow.
But we don't know. But we need to label them here.
Oh, okay.
As well, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, actually this cable I will replace it because the original one is somehow broken, so I use this as a replacement. It works for now, so I will redo a cable. Okay. So all the colors should match.
Okay.
And these RF goes to this IQ mixer, goes to the LNA. So here, because originally we have 3 LNA connectorizers, so this one will be replaced with our new order as well. Okay. So goes to this bandpass filter after the LNA and goes to switches. So these are the whole.
Okay, good. So that's good. So now, so that's FPGA. These are the GPIO ports which come in here. These are the power supplies, and these are the ADC outputs. All right, they go to the LNAs.
Yep.
And then okay, so from the feeds, they first come to the switches. Yep. Switches go to bandpass filters. Bandpass filters,
LNA,
and then what is this?
IQ mixer.
IQ mixer. That is LNA.
Yep.
That's IQ mixer.
Yep.
And then this is
the local oscillator.
Local oscillator.
Power splitter go 4.
Also, they split 4 ways, so that's a mixer, and then they go down. Okay.
Yep.
And this is the switch drive circuits
for the switches.
So basically, these are the GPIO pins coming in, and it has a power supply of its own.
Yeah. No, actually, this goes from here as well because it only needs 3.3.
So that's connected to somewhere here, right?
Yeah, right.
So where is it?
So
it's going here. Yeah. So this is being powered here.
Right.
So it goes here. It needs some power supply, which is over here.
Yeah, I have labeled the values as well, so you can easily
switch 1, switch 4,
2 and 4, 1 and 3.
So which way are they? 1,
2, 3, 4.
Okay.
Yes.
And then these are the chips we have them labeled somewhere, right? We do have a block diagram for this?
Yeah, I have, like I just showed you.
Okay, we need to have all the block diagrams.
And also actually these 2 boards are slightly different. So I have 2 block diagrams for these.
Why?
Because these chips are, well, because of the chips basically, these chips contain different mux and decoder.
Why are they different? Oh, because you have to map to the GPIO pin.
Right, I have to map to GPIO and
okay, so do we have that documentation?
I have that. I have all the circuit design documented.
All right.
When I was designing this.
Oh, why don't we just take you and walk you? Okay, all right. So there is okay.
Yeah,
all right.
These
good.
are basically hardware.
So we have the FPGA power supply, RF. Okay, so now you need. Okay, so anything else here?
No.
That's good. Yeah. Now you need to show me what you did. What is the software? So close all the programs and restart them. Just tell me how you'll do it.
Okay. So.
No. MATLAB. Close MATLAb.
Okay.
So what is the MATLAB? Which file and what are you doing here?
Okay. I'll just close everything. Yes.
Hey, did you see the NBA finals, by the way? You must have, right?
I saw the Rocket and the Warriors.
That was a pretty good. Both Cavs and Rockets came, and Cavs and Warriors came back from behind.
Yeah.
And it's going to be a great championship.
I hope so.
What do you think? You think?
I like the Rockets.
I wanted them to win too. They were kind of under. Oh, that's because you had the Chinese player there.
Not just Chinese players, but.
What do you mean? Either.
I mean, Rockets are very great. I mean.
Wait, who's the, but he's not playing with them anymore.
No, he's not.
What's his name?
Yao Ming.
So Yao Ming.
He was the greatest center player in the.
Yeah, I wanted Rockets to win too, but you know, Warriors deserve.
Okay, so now if you start the laptop, it looks like this. So
Yeah.
first, first if you want to. First, if you want to start the FPGA or program the
Okay,
FPGA,
but what is that? What did you run?
that is Xilinx Vivado.
Okay,
Yeah.
so Vivado, so you need to write these steps. So, you know, so now this becomes tricky, right? So we need to document this here. We need to write these steps.
Oh, right.
So how about you create a slide? So starting up the laptop.
I will say access point startup.
Laptop, yeah.
So
Okay.
first,
Laptop.
start, and then
Vivado suite, Vivado 201.6.4.
Start.
That 2.0, Vivado 201,
Yeah.
201.6.4.
6.4, yeah.
Okay.
Actually,
No,
yeah,
no, no.
I'll just do it. And
Okay.
then you, cause here we are.
Okay, can you, sorry, go back and start again, I want to capture it.
Okay. So go to start menu.
Yeah, let me just, go to start menu and go to, very good. Start it.
Yeah.
Very good.
Actually, you can do it over here.
Yeah,
Yeah.
okay. And then you started that.
Yeah.
That's fine, you know, that's not, you just show it, we'll annotate it later, I'm making sure that.
So you go, because this is
Yeah.
just for the demo running, so you don't have to create project or open any project. You just go to the hardware manager.
Hardware manager.
Hardware
Okay.
manager. Open
But,
it.
but because the other things you use for writing up code over.
Yeah, for developing this, only for
Hardware
downloading
manager.
code to the.
So we're just downloading.
Yeah, so now
Hardware
it's
manager, okay.
yeah,
Then-
hardware manager. So you can see it's blank because FPGA hasn't been turned on.
Yeah,
So
alright.
we just leave it here first.
Okay,
So-
so you still haven't started MATLAB yet.
No, we haven't.
But do we start now or later?
Later, it doesn't matter. The order of startup is fine.
Okay.
So second, we go to the Visual Studio. Visual Studio, most of the time you don't have to start it, but if you want to debug the C code which you use to control the FPGA,
Yeah.
then you can just open it.
Okay.
So, and here we can, I will show you where the file location, but I will also document this.
Yeah, I need to
So
document.
you open and project solution, and you go to like say if you go to.
Yeah, you need to definitely, so you'll have to listen to this too, and where I say where we say we need to document this, you need to document it. Okay.
And you can see go to from here.
So wait,
you,
you went to what? Go back.
you
again?
open the project.
So wait, what, first you had, what did you go into, which software? Go again, restart, sorry. So which program is this?
This is Visual Studio,
Visual Studio, yeah, then you go to what?
and then you have to
File.
start the file. Yeah,
Yeah.
start the program. So you start. So you go to File, Open, Project and Solutions,
Project Solution, and then.
and
what?
then normally you will just see this, right? Just the
Yeah.
root
You
menu.
go to the OC.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you go to the here, see this, and
Yeah.
then find Xilinx work.
See this, Xilinx Word. Okay,
Yeah.
just hold on, man. Let me just go back. Yeah, Xilinx Word.
Yeah.
And you click on that. And then.
Do FMC4 functions.
Okay, wait. I haven't got it. FFC4 functions, yeah.
Yeah. Goes in, and there's only one folder here, so it
You were already in there, man. What, oh, you were showing me.
Yeah, I'm showing
Okay.
you. So keep going, and
And then FMC4, okay, and then what?
and then click this.
Which one? Oh, how do I know what? Microsoft?
Microsoft Software Solution.
Microsoft Visual ST, not Project.
ST, yeah. This is the solution. So
Okay.
go to here.
Okay, Studio Solution. You click on that.
Yeah, and then you got the whole project out.
In Visual Studio, in case you need to debug.
Yeah.
So I'm not gonna touch it because I don't remember my C very much.
Okay, so but anyway, after you make any modifications,
Yeah.
you do the local window debugger.
What is that local window?
It's like a compile, a completion. So
Okay,
it will
so you
compile
want
your.
you do local window debug. You
Yeah,
run.
after you compile it, it will generate a new
Okay,
program so you can run it.
yeah, okay.
That's
But you don't have to do it if it's all, if you don't have to debug any code, right?
right.
You
So
don't have to run through it every time.
no, you don't even have to run it if you are
Okay,
confident with the
okay.
code. So
Okay.
yeah, after this you can just minimize it, leave it over here.
So you need to, I need to know what that code is doing. So that code is responsible for what?
That code is responsible for first FPGA initialization, configuration, and also ADC cards configuration.
So that code goes into the FPGA?
Yes, through the Ethernet.
Through the Ethernet. So it's a C code that runs on FPGA?
It is C code, yes. And after that, this C code is also used for capture the data, grab it back to the PC.
So why isn't this VHDL?
Because first it can be for sure it can be VHDL, but you have to design a very complicated state machine to do that.
Okay, so,
so
where is this thing being stored? This code when you for executable or whatever, where is it stored in the FPGA?
No, it's not stored on FPGA. It's on the PC. It's just running to control the FPGA.
Oh, so it's not for the FPGA. That's what I asked you.
Oh.
It's on the PC.
It's on the
So
PC.
it's executing on the PC to communicate.
Yeah, it's to communicate, to control, to configure.
So yeah, if we wanted to have the control on the FPGA, we need to write VHDL code. You couldn't do C there.
You can also do C code.
Yeah.
Well, that's a different story. But
Okay, all right.
yeah. You can also do
That's
C code.
part 2 sequel.
Yeah.
Hi Peggy, thank you for coming.
Yeah, okay.
Okay,
Yeah, so that's first.
okay,
And then after that, you can start the MATLAB.
okay, let me start MATLAB.
Mhm.
Very good. Because tomorrow maybe I'm going to study this and do it myself.
Okay.
Let's see if I can.
Mhm. Yeah.
Great.
And so first,
Wait.
Yeah.
Let me just get close. Okay, so you're in MATLAB. and
Yeah.
then what?
normally you will just go to the root file. So I will all start from the root menu.
C?
Yeah, C code, C. So you first go to the work.
Is that part of this? This is under C?
Yeah, this is under C. There's only one disk over here, so you always go under
So
C.
there's a folder. I mean, I don't know.
No, there's no folder. Just C. What is?
Oh, this is C.
Yeah,
Okay,
this is
all
my
right.
computer, C.
Okay.
So you go to the work folder
Yeah.
over here. Double click.
This is this is not your computer. Is both of them or which one is this?
What? Oh, this is a command instruction.
No, that's okay, but which computer is this?
Oh,
Can I use any
yeah.
one of them or I use this one?
You have to use this one. This
Receiver,
sliding
I
is
like to see
receiver.
it.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, because these. Oh yeah. I'll basically show you different computer has different instructions.
Okay, that one, the other one is for mass mobile station.
For mobile station,
All right,
yes.
very good.
Yeah. So go to C
Yeah,
this, go
yeah.
to work, and
Yeah.
first here, this folder save frame structure.
Wait, go back. What did you click on? I need to
Oh,
capture that.
here first is
Save frame structure.
Save frame structure. So
Yeah.
these folder contains all the original frame or original frame structure that we
Yeah.
use for transmission.
Okay.
And also this can be used for the processing as well, because when we do processing, we use known sequence
Yeah.
driving from here as well.
Okay.
So here you add it to the path, to the stack folder.
Add it to path. Okay.
Yeah. And then you go to this MATLAB folder.
Okay.
In MATLAB folder goes to this new processing.
Okay.
Yeah, so new processing contains these data class, data object. So these are created by Chris, which we use for single user processing and multi-user processing.
So is there documentation for this somewhere?
Yeah, Chris has created a PowerPoint.
So I need a link to that too. Where
Okay.
in our PowerPoint, when you have master from our PowerPoint. So what are these V1, V2, V3?
So these are different versions. So actually version 3 hasn't been completed by Chris. So Chris suggests us to use version 2.
So version 1 was the old
Version
one?
1 was the old one.
Okay.
So all the demos are using version 2.
So why isn't version 3 complete? Are we waiting for Christmas?
I don't know. So here, like we just showed, we add this new processing into the path as well.
New processing into the path as well. So first we did something else into the path.
Yep.
And did you choose version 2? Did you open it or what did you do?
I didn't open version 2. We will initialize the processing.
Okay, so you basically put it in the path.
Yeah, I just put it on.
You put new processing in the path, and what was the other one? Frame structure.
Save frame structure.
Save frame structure. Okay.
So
Okay,
these
so
two.
yeah.
And then last step, we go to the data dump. Here, this data dump.
What last step is what?
Last step, we go to this folder, which is data dump.
Data what?
Data dump, which basically
Data dump. Okay.
Yeah,
Where is it? Where is that folder?
it's right over here. It's also under the work.
Okay, got it. Got it.
Yeah. So because all the raw data will be will be temporarily stored over here and stored by the data class data object, and after the processing we only need to save that data object.
Okay,
instead
so
of
we went to
saving-
data dump and what? Okay.
So here is where we need to prepare for the processing. We always stay under this folder.
What do you mean prepare for process?
So Or
you stay here when you
stay.
you're going to run the executable.
Yeah.
It's in here because this is where the data is going to be. So
Exactly.
that you can access the code and it just directly gets the math files from.
Right.
Okay. Got it.
So before we start anything, we can actually initialize MATLAB. Like I said, we initialize data object.
Wait, I need to capture it. Slowly, Professor, slowly.
Okay.
Data, keep typing that.
Object.
Yeah,
Data.
class
Class.
V2.
Yeah.
And no parameters? Okay, no, that's a data object, okay.
Oh, okay. It's capital letters.
Okay, yes, C is capital.
Okay. So now you have the data object.
Yeah.
And then you can load. Well, actually, you need to go to the saved frame structure to decide which frame you're going to use.
So what frame? Like, give me what are the frames there? What
so here is a multi-user 256 frames FFT frame, OFDM frame.
No, we're not doing that. And that's what is that?
Multi-user, single user 256 frame. These are the
It's just a single user. It's not multi-user.
This is a single user, but the first
is multi-user. Multi-user 256, single user 256. Okay.
Yeah.
Single user 1024.
Yeah.
And then single.
These are something we were testing, so you don't have to deal with these, just these.
All right.
Actually,
how come we don't have multi-user 1024? We don't.
Yeah, because first when we do single user 1024, you said it's too long, so we go to 256.
Perfect. Okay.
So for example,
we go in and we load single user.
Yeah, we load single user. Double click on it.
Okay, very good.
Just load it.
Got it.
And go back to the data dump.
Yeah.
And then you do data object dot set frame structure.
Oh, this is where the crisp code comes in.
Yeah.
Wait, what is it called? Frame structure?
Frame structure, yeah, like it shows over here.
All right.
Frame structure. Okay.
Can you open that? Widen that one? Okay, never mind. That's fine.
I can make it wide.
No, that's fine so I can see it. Yeah.
Yep.
There you go. Yeah.
Yeah, so now the original frame has been loaded,
Yeah.
everything has been prepared, we are able to prepare for startup the hardware.
Okay.
This time.
Well, that's right.
Yeah,
Very good.
so
first, really pretty.
First, you have to plug in this clock board. Always plug in the clock board
first.
Yeah, because otherwise you're gonna forget about it.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Clock board first.
Now,
and Ethernet and USB are already in there.
Yeah, right. So after you click on the plug in, you can see the clock board is still not powered.
Okay.
Right. The lights are off.
Yeah.
There should be 2 green lights, so the lights are off now.
So what are we gonna do?
What you're gonna do is to easy. Open this blue software, blue TI software.
Blue TI software where?
It's over here. Yeah. So you always do know when you get this promote.
So what is it? Okay. So what? Okay. So what is this?
This is the configuration software for the clock board.
For the clock board. Okay.
Yeah.
The EVM software 1.48 CC. Okay. Very cool.
So and you can see. Pay attention to the lock notation over here.
What's that?
This is this is a notification to show that the clock board PLL has been locked.
Okay, so that's if it's green.
If it's green.
If it's not locked, it'll be red.
No, it will be off. It will just like a
nothing.
shadow. Yeah, it will be nothing.
Okay.
So and also this related to the light over here as well.
So how? What? You didn't do anything. So what? How
sometimes it's automatically locked.
So what if so before the lights were not green, so you just open the software and it does it?
Yeah, but I can show you if it's not locked what it looks like. So
okay.
you can just close it. And if we do this, well, it's still locked. Why it's so good?
Well, what will not lock it? How would it
unlock it?
Yeah, I mean, why? I'm just saying the lights were not on and then they went on by themselves. I thought you were going to do something too.
I mean, normally it should be unlocked, but sometimes it's just locked itself.
Okay, so you can. Okay, so wait a minute. So if it, I see. So basically, you didn't. So let me ask you this: if it was not locked, would the lights be on or no?
There will be only one light on, so you can see there are 2 lights.
2 lights. So but before there were no lights on.
Yeah, before there was no lights on.
So now there are 2 lights on.
Yeah.
So wait a minute. Why can't I see it? Where are the lights?
Oh, from here.
No.
From my position,
No, man. I can get it from my position too. Okay. So there should be 2 lights on. Yep. Only now there are 2 lights on. So initially 1, and it would be. So 1 should come in that hey, the USB is connected.
Yep.
And then 2 should be if it's locked. And if it's not locked, you go in and you run it, and then it should be locked.
Yeah.
Okay, that's fine.
And
Maybe.
also, if you don't have the correct configuration at the start point, you can go this way. So go to the file.
Yeah.
And open.
Yeah. What do you open? What do you? Okay. Open what?
Just open.
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah. Let's go to the raw.
Yeah, that's fine. Yeah.
C code. C disk.
C disk. Yeah.
And Linux work.
Work. Yeah.
Yeah, and you can see there are two configurations over here.
Oh yeah, that's a CDC.
Yeah, you can go to the first. This one.
What is
LVC
it?
mode.
Okay, so we need a documentation of this.
Yeah.
What are these two different configurations? What are they?
These are, I think these are two different clock outputs. So you can see this one is using LVDS output.
Yeah.
And the second one is LVC mode output. Both of them is working. So you can
what's
choose.
the difference?
Difference is that,
okay, which one do you want me to use?
this one.
The first
LVC
one?
mode, yeah.
LVC mode, because we need to replace, you need to let me know what file.
Yeah, this is documented.
So how did you, so was that file already automatically in there when you opened it?
Yeah, it is automatically in it as long as you don't, as long as you start it and you click that no. When you get the promote, you just click no and you will get this.
Okay.
So after this.
So this will be, unless I change it, it'll sort of remain the same file.
Yeah.
Well, we do need a documentation in case I know it.
Yeah, I have the documentation. So after you have this, you basically do a write.
Right?
Yeah.
Right. So this is when it's going to send the commands to the...
Yeah, send command to the clock port.
Okay.
Write and calibrate.
Write and calibrate.
Yep. You can calibrate it from time to time.
VCO calibration word, 32, what does that mean?
It's, I think it's the word sent to the clock port for the calibrations.
Okay.
Yeah.
What does that mean?
I don't know. I didn't
Okay,
get it.
alright.
Because every time you click calibration.
Every time it comes 32?
No, sometimes it will be 40, 36, whatever.
Oh,
different.
okay, that's interesting.
Yeah, because it's calibration. So,
Okay.
it's different.
different.
Yeah.
Alright.
So now,
the mood of the clock.
yeah. So now the clock board has been configured, and you have to. Every time you make sure two lights are on. Yeah. Keep that in mind because that's a critical thing. As long as you saw one light is off, that means that clock is off.
Yeah.
You have to recalibrate it or rewrite it.
And there are the two lights.
Yep.
And make sure the two are on. Okay, very good.
Yep. So after these, you
So
can.
the clock is all configured.
Yep. So now you can start the hardware. So.
Okay.
So every time we start the RF hardware first, because this power supplier is also supplied this cooling fan.
Okay.
So you have to always start the RF first,
Yeah.
and you have to check these 4 lights are on.
Yeah.
So if one of the lights is off, that means there's a short.
Yeah.
And the light's off because this power supplier is actually protecting the circuit. So you know it's short, but it's not damaging anything.
Oh, very good, very good.
So after this RF is on, you turn on.
Just a second. Yeah.
You open, you turn on the FPGA over here. So
Where is it?
This red one.
Yeah.
Yeah. You turn it on
Okay.
like this. So as you can see, when the FPGA just turned on, 2 cards have 2 lights on.
Yeah, 2 blue lights.
Yeah, 2 blue lights, all for each of them.
And then
Yeah.
there's some green lights on the FPGA.
Yeah, green lights
What
on
are
the
those flickering lights there?
Here,
That's nothing.
these are indicating the communication of the Ethernet. It's
Okay.
like your laptop side, you have that
Okay.
green lights flashing. So now FPGA doesn't contain any program, so you have to program it.
Yeah.
So now we go to here. And normally you will see there's nothing still.
So which file? There's another Vivaldo?
Vivaldo, yes. And now you go to Vivaldo and you can see there's still nothing shown
Yeah,
over here.
yeah.
So you have to open the target.
Yeah.
So you open target and auto connect.
Yeah.
Yep. And it should find the FPGA for you. Yep. As you can see, you have your device showing up over here.
Okay, and what?
Then you go to this. You go to this second line, which is the chip type. Yep. You just go to here, single click, and you program it. Program the
Program
device.
lights, yeah.
Yep. And then you click on this,
What do you
browse.
Oh, you browse?
Yeah,
Or you
browse.
click on what? There was something to click on there?
Yeah, just this.
Wait, what? Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's just for
The top line.
Yeah, top line. And then you go to the VC7, and this is the latest one. VC7.
So which folder is this in? It'll automatically know where it is? Xilinx.
Xilinx work. It's all the stuff not all, but most of the stuff is in the Linux folder.
So I have to, if for some reason it's in some other folder, I have to go to
You have to go to the Linux folder, yes.
Okay.
So, use this VC707 FMC 144 Vivado modified for electrical beams.
So what the, we need to have documentation on these.
Yeah, I have documentation for these different.
Okay, so you'll have to go through this recording too and kind of documentation, both of us together. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
So here you go to OK.
Yeah.
And then you program it.
Program, you put program.
Yeah. And now you can see that for each card, only one blue light is on.
So what does that mean?
This means that the program has been, the code has been programmed to the FPGA.
Okay.
And the FPGA is on its initial state.
Okay.
So it hasn't been initialized, it's the raw state.
Okay.
So that's a critical point. And now I have, so for the easy usage, I have created this runnable, how do you say this? This is a runnable.
Runnable, executable.
Yeah, it's an executable.
So it's under what? Data dump?
No, it's just on the it's on the desktop.
So how do I know it's on the, what are you looking for? How do you
Here,
go on the
this one.
desktop? Where is it? Where is it?
It's here, this one.
Okay, so you're going to use that?
Yeah, I'm going to use that. It's basically is, well, this basically
What
is,
is it called?
it's a capture only, this is called capture only uses.
Okay.
Because this is for our channel measurements and stuff. There are some other,
Which is for real time?
yeah, which is for real time and some of my tests.
Okay.
So this is
Okay,
a
so
main.
capture only.
Yeah.
So this is outside, you're going to run it outside of the Vivado Suite.
Yeah, right, this is outside. And actually this is only a piece of a command.
Okay, so how does it run? So go back to the Vivado Suite. Are we done with the Vivado Suite?
Yeah, we are done with the Vivado Suite.
Okay, so that's done. And
Yeah.
now what are you going to do? You're gonna
So
run
we
this
just click
executable?
on this. Yeah, we just click on this.
So run,
Yeah, so it basically runs a command for you.
okay.
And
Chain
now,
tabulation setting, continue.
yeah, so because it's because we are considering transmitter and receiver both, so we have the transmitter set up over here as well. But now we only use it. We only use the receiver function, so we don't need to configure anything.
So we don't need to do interpolation?
No, we don't, because we are just receiving.
But don't we need to tell it what it's going to be? It's going to be one time or two times? No?
Oh, we don't have to, because it's just a receiver. We just use the ADC.
But if we change it there, receiver will automatically know which interpolation setting you use?
Receiver doesn't need to know.
Okay,
Right,
that's
it's
just for that.
Yeah, that's for that.
Got it.
Yeah. So you just do. So you can see if you want to change, click one. If you don't,
That'll be for the transmitter side.
yeah, go for the transmitter side. You always so for the mixer, digital mixer, you can do the same thing.
Is it disabled or not?
Yeah, it's
Setting-
disabled.
Continue, so wait, and change it says mixer disabled.
Yeah,
So you want to leave it disabled?
we can just leave it because mixer is also for that.
Mixer is also for DAG and it's, yeah, alright.
Right.
And that's only when we use VGA,
Yes.
and we are not doing VGA.
Mm-hmm.
But in this case, it doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter. It's an access point. So you
Yeah.
open do
Yeah.
two and two. Just
Yeah.
continue, and you can see it's start configuring. And I will walk you through all these details because these are the details when you have to debug the FPGA stuff.
So when you do this is configuring the FPGA.
Yes, and the ADC DAC port.
I see. So this is based on the frame structure file?
No, this is on its own.
This is what?
This is this on its own. It's a C code.
Okay, but this is also on PC?
This is also on PC.
So, but it is sending the data to the FPGA and it's configuring.
Yes.
So where did you use the frame, save frame in the Vivado?
When we processing the received data.
Okay. No, but that was MATLAB.
Yeah, that's better.
Okay.
So now you can see that after the configuration, we have 4 functions. But before we go to the detail of these 4 functions, before we go to these 4 functions,
Yeah.
we need to run through these informations just pop up.
Yeah.
So first here, we don't need to care about these because these devices, these 5 devices, are the net card in this PC. So you don't have to worry too much about it. Next, you have to start. So the next important part is here. So you can see these are 2 sensors on this card, and they are providing the information of all the voltage on the card and the temperature on the card. So
As long as it says okay, it should.
yeah, as long as it says okay, it's fine. But as long as you see one okay, you shut down everything immediately because this means the voltage is wrong.
Okay, so if you only see if not all of them are okay, you just shut it down.
You just shut everything down immediately. So you have to look at it when it's starting
Yeah,
up. So
yeah.
yeah. So after this, you can see here it is configuring the clock tree on the board.
Yeah.
And then this is just the states, just the length states, ADC 0 and ADC 1. And now first card has been configured, and then it goes to the second card. Same information, just the ABC. So after two cards has been configured, you can see another check information over here. So there are two parts of this information. It provides the frequency of different clock signals on the FPGA and clock board. So first here, this is the Ethernet clock, 125. And second here is just a physical clock, which is 92, which is just a quarter of its actual frequency.
Oh, 370.
Yeah. And then it's the LMK clock.
What is LMK?
LMK clock is the frequency for the clock chip on the two FMC cards.
Okay.
And last here is the DAC physical clock. DAC physical clock is basically it should be the same as the Jester clock.
Okay, got it.
So here external trigger we are not using it, so it's 0. So just leave it.
Yeah.
So after all these is good, we can see here.
Single capture, multiple capture, change switch setting.
Yeah.
So you'll have to do all of them sometimes.
No, you don't have to do all of them because first.
No, you have to show me. I have to run. So what is first is single capture, second is multiple capture. That I understand. 3 is change switch setting. If you want to just manually change switch setting.
If you want to manually change it, just do it.
But in single capture, multiple capture, aren't you changing the switch setting?
No, it's not. It's just doing on the fixed.
Oh, so do we have a script for that on MATLAB or no?
Currently, we are not using it because most of the time we want to switch through all the beams.
Okay.
And this brings us to the force function. So in this force function, you can switch through all the beams. You basically.
So that's it's like a superposition of 3.
Right. So basically, these functions are advanced based on the previous one.
Okay,
now we basically just do the
You're doing multiple capture and you're changing the beam size.
Yes, right. Good. So now if the transmitter is on, you can just do 4 and type in the number you want to capture.
But the transmitter is not on right now.
But we can still capture it.
Okay.
Well, we can do a simple one and you can see how I do the processing. Yeah, so you can see it is switching through 4 different switch settings. Yeah. Just 10. So so now it's finished. And
so it was going to 1, 2, 3, 4 on all 4 switches? The
same
way 1, 2, 3, 4?
Exactly.
Okay.
So after this, you go to the MATLAB.
Okay, after you go to the MATLAB, just a second. So you go back to your MATLAB.
Yeah.
And you are in what folder?
I'm in data dump.
You're in data dump.
Yeah. And you can see here, you can see a title which names file, right?
What?
This here, you can see this file, this label.
Yeah.
And if you expand it, you can see all the data we just captured.
Oh.
But it's too much, so I just captured. So we don't have.
So what is file? So this is all the files in the data dump?
Yeah. No, actually, these are the files that we just captured.
So So they are just in MATLAB right now?
No, they are also in the actual folder.
Okay, so where are they stored in the actual folder?
It's also in data dump. So
okay.
Let me just show you. C disk, Xilinx Word, and oh no, not Xilinx Word. Word, yeah. Data dump. And now go to here. You can see here. These are all the files that we just cracked.
Oh, it puts a date. What is it under? What folder is it under?
No, it's not under any folder. It's just under data dump.
Under data dump.
Yes.
So it's the data dump is just a temporary.
Yeah, you can
erase it, or does it have a whole bunch?
You can save it, and you can also erase it.
So it's all dependent on all of them. This is new. Was it clean before?
It was clean.
So this is all new.
Yeah, these are all new, and you can see the dates. They are all 10, 15.
So what is this showing? ADC 0, channel 1, channel 2, channel 3, channel 4, and then ADC 1,
2, 3, 4. So for each ADC chain, we have 4 switch settings. And for each switch
ADC chain is, so this is, which way is the ADC number? 0, 1, 2, 3?
Yep.
And then 1, 2, 3, 4?
Yep.
Okay.
So you have all these cracked data, which is over here.
Yeah.
Go through, because IQ, right? So we have 0 to 7.
we want ADC 28. What is ADC 28? I don't understand.
What here?
What is ADC 28, 29, 210? What is that?
28, 29, 210. So basically we have 10 captures.
Capture, okay.
Yeah.
So that's the second ADC, capture, and then channel.
Yes.
Okay, alright, so that means we document.
Yeah, I think this is also documented by producing these PowerPoint.
Yeah, but I think we need,
Yeah, I will consolidate all these. Yeah. So,
okay, alright.
after
So
you
we
have
this,
yeah, and now you can load these data into this data object.
Okay, so how do you load it? So
you load it by using this command data object. By the way, these commands are all documented by Chris's PowerPoint, which is
data object, yeah.
yeah. Data object dot load text. Let me see. Yeah, text data.
20 or the
10.
10. What's 10?
10 is the number of captures.
So how do we change the number of captures?
If you want it, you just do it over here. When you do 4, you just type in another different number of captures.
Or it asks you for that?
Yeah.
And you put 10 in there?
Yeah.
Okay, very good.
So now you have 10 captures and you do it. So it will load all the data into this data object. So now it asks you if you want to delete this file or not.
So what did it do?
It will delete those files that just
raw
showed.
data.
Yeah, raw data. Because these data has been already saved into the data object, so
Okay, so we don't need
yeah, we don't need it. But sometimes you may want it. Sometimes, yeah. So after this,
because data object has a process version, it doesn't have the raw version, does it?
it also has raw version.
Okay, so then we don't.
So after this, you can
Just
do
wait a
the
second,
process.
wait a second. Where are you going? After this, you do
After
what?
this, we can do process.
Okay,
Yeah, we
so
do the process.
data object,
Process data.
okay, so that's when it's just the main basic processing.
Yep. And it will process everything for you, and
So
then
what are these answers?
these are, I think these are
Oh, sizes.
Yeah, these are sizes and for the
10,
debug.
4, 4, yeah.
Yeah. And then you can decide to see which plot you want.
Mhm.
So normally you just type plot and you click this tab.
Yeah.
Click tab, it will show all the potential functions.
So yeah, aggregate PSD, where is the feed power? Show feed power.
Feed power.
It's up. It's up, man.
It's up.
I mean, isn't that the feed power map?
Yeah. Where?
Up there.
Up.
Feed power is right there in front. Average feed power right
Oh,
there.
yeah.
You want to plot it, or is it going to be an image?
It will be an image.
That's what you were plotting earlier, right?
Yep.
Or you were plotting it for single user.
Yep.
Something is wrong.
Well,
Oh, because the transfers are
we
not
are
on.
not on, so
But it's really flat.
it's kind of random.
Okay, alright. So that's fine. So we did the whole thing now. Okay. So how about can we pause recording, which is on YouTube too, or we can't? Or
You
should
can,
we-
well, you can pause.
we can pause that. It's not downloading on YouTube either.
No, it's not.
It won't. You can't pause that.
No, I mean, we can pause the recording and YouTube will be paused as well.
It would be.
It will.
Won't be just showing blank.
No, it will just be stopped, and after we start streaming again, it will shows up again.
Okay. Well, that's fine. Let's keep going.
Okay. So
Okay.
now these are all the access points set up.
Yeah.
And now we can go to the transmitter.
Okay. Let's go to the transmitter. Very good. So we may have to flip it again. Get the power out. Let's plug it in the original place. Oh no, here.
Oh, just
All right.
yeah.
Okay.
So at the transmitter, basically we have two mobile stations, and they are identical.
A second.
Mhm.
Wait for it.
Okay.
Yeah.
So we have two mobile stations, and they are the same from the setup.
Mhm.
And you can see first we have this waveguide antenna.
A second. Put it down here. That's why I'm saying I don't know why you plugged it so far. Closer. Okay.
Yeah. So first we can see we have a waveguide antenna and the bandpass filter
Yeah.
and power amplifier connectorizer
Mhm.
and the IQ mixer. IQ mixer, and then this cable goes to the DAC.
And there's the oscillator.
Yeah, we have the oscillator, power splitter, and now
This is also,
this is a reference. This is oscillator, power amplifier for oscillator, and it goes to here.
Yeah.
And now we have this circuit to provide all the power for the mobile station. So as
you built that one.
I built this one, yeah.
Beautiful.
So we have 3.3 input, 5-volt input, ground.
Okay, we need to label that on the board.
On
You
here.
have it on the board.
Yeah, I have on the wood, but this is too small. I cannot label it.
Okay, well, okay, all right.
Yeah.
And that's why the video is so important.
And also they're in different colors, so it's easy to see. So
Well, we need to document that.
yeah, I have documented.
Okay.
So
And
3.3.
we need a block diagram of the circuit diagram for this board.
Yeah. So 5-volt over here,
Yeah.
and 0.9 volt, and then 12 volts.
Yeah. And
Black is ground. Yeah.
3.3.
0.3.
Okay.
So over here we have 12 volt again, 0.9 ground, and 5 volt. So these 12 volt and the ground are for the oscillator power. You can see red and white goes to here. It was separate to different components.
So this is the input.
Yeah, these are
This
the
is
input.
coming from the power supply back there.
Yep.
And this is going into the circuitry.
Yeah. So here 12 volt goes 12 volt and minus 5 volt goes to the power amplifier microider, and ground goes to over here. So
the ground goes to where?
ground goes to here. These two white lines are ground,
Right line.
and the gray is
I thought
minus.
black was ground.
I don't have black, so we use white. So gray is for the minus 5, and this orange is for the 12 volts.
Okay. All right.
So they are the same at that side.
Okay. So this is ground. Okay.
Yeah.
And there's 5?
Yeah, minus 5.
Minus 5.
Yes.
That's quite a minus 12 volts. Okay. All right. And there's identical on this.
Identical on that side, yes.
And you have a label.
Yeah, they are all level.
Battery low. Exchange battery. Come on, man. Don't we have a charger for this?
Oh, we have chargers.
No. Connect it. Here.
Back.
Well, maybe that's going to be too far. Not just connect over there.
I can.
Okay. Where is it?
No.
What is that? Or just electric?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Turn it on, and switch it on, start.
Yeah. Just. Yeah, I think it's on. It's charging.
Does it need batteries?
It needs, but does it turn on? How to turn it on? I don't even know.
Oh, that's good.
Oh, maybe when it's charging it cannot be.
How can that be possible? That doesn't make any sense. Are you sure this is what you do?
Yeah, because the orange light is on, it's charging.
So, what, we cannot use it? Well, that's
When I think so.
Oh, that's not good. So how do I, this is not the power switch, there's somewhere else at the power switch.
This is SD card.
What is this?
This is for the streaming.
Okay, so that's pretty, okay.
I think the power is battery is here.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but you know, so does it really need the battery? I mean, I don't understand, why can't it? Power on off, power charger.
Yeah, it's powering.
Place battery, so we don't have an extra battery?
No, we don't have.
Okay, well that goes, there goes our, so, okay, so maybe pause it, so is it already pause there?
Pause it over here.